Alright guys, so that retarded movie was still on. I'm still bored, so I'm making another video. But you should be appreciative of it because your boy is putting in work. Anyway, I decided let's do cold weather date night fragrances. And two off the rip that I can think of that I have right here. And the first one is Lapidus Pour Homme, and the second one is Quorum. Actually, I'm kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. If you wear those two on a date, I promise you, you won't get another date after that from that same person, and that person is going to run out on you when you come pick them up. So, anyway, that was a joke, guys. 10 fragrances here that I have in my personal collection. Obviously, with the amount of stuff that I have various decants, samples. I didn't want to go through all of that stuff, so I just looked on my shelf. I saw what I had that was perfect for those of you who are in colder weather right now, because here we're still in the 90s most days. Sometimes in the mornings it's starting to get cool in the mornings, and late in the afternoon it gets a little cooler. But I don't think it's quite cold enough for these fragrances just yet. But I pulled these out, and this video is strictly for the people who are in fall right now, who are actually having cold weather to where they have to put on jackets and sweaters and stuff like that. So this one's for you. At the number 10 spot is one nobody really talks about. I actually bought this when I was in that Rayanne Tradition phase where I was buying those Insurrection Pure 2, Insurrection Wild, Insurrection Dark, and all that stuff. I actually got into it, and Rayanne Tradition actually has some damn good fragrances. Most of them, yes, are clones of other fragrances, but what the hell. I picked up the original Insurrection, and this would make a great date night cool or cold weather fragrance. It doesn't seem like it has that kind of heaviness to it that you would expect from a cool weather fragrance, but it does. Although this bottle is tacky as hell, I hate it. It used to have this latch mechanism that you used to flip up, slide over to keep from pressing the atomizer. But as you can see, I broke that off because it was so cheesy. This top is cheesy as hell because it's plastic and it just pops right off. Actually, this is how the bottle looks without it. Kind of corny, but it is what it is. But this actually has enough oomph in it to get you through a cool or cold weather date night. So this is from Rayanne Tradition. This is the original Insurrection. Very inexpensive also. Rayanne Tradition fragrances usually run you about 20 to 25 bucks, somewhere along those lines. So if you want to get into Rayanne Tradition, they're not bad. Most of their fragrances are not beast mode. They do not last 8+ hours. You will have to reapply some of those. But if you're looking for some good ones, Rayanne Tradition has them. You can find them on Fragrance X, Fragrance Net, whatever kind of website you use. Check it out. And I actually did a review on this one, so if you want to go back and check that review out, I actually dropped this bottle in the review and I chipped the corner right here. So that's my number 10 spot. Number 9 spot. The majority of these fragrances are going to be dark and heavy. So if you're really not into dark, heavy, gourmandish type fragrances, in most cases tobacco, boozy type fragrances, this list won't be for you, but this is what it is. At the number 9 spot is from the house of Givenchy. This is one that also was talked about a little bit, which made me buy it when it was hyped up. Nobody really talks about it as much anymore. The performance on this one is not that great. This is one you have to reapply throughout the day or evening, whichever may come. Great for date night though. Like I said in my last video, date nights usually don't go that long unless you just one of those long drawn out guys that want to do all this elaborate stuff. But basic dinner, movie, or a play or something like that, back to the crib, and whatever you want to do. But this one is from Givenchy, and this is Givenchy Pie. This is a gourmandish type fragrance, very sweet, very sexy, very seductive. I like it. I wore it a little bit last winter or fall, whenever it was, but I didn't wear it too much because I have so many other fragrances I was focusing on. But this is a nice fragrance. Like I said, performance does lack a little, but it is what it is, guys. So at the number 9 spot, Givenchy Pie. At the number 8 spot is one I'm pretty sure everybody knows about, and if you don't, I don't know what the hell planet or rock you were under or on, but this is from the house of Paco Rabanne, and this is probably my favorite from this particular line. The other one was pretty decent. Not the original 1 million, but I think it was Lucky. I like that one, but I didn't keep it. But this one is Privé, 1 million Privé. And this is a very sexy and seductive type fragrance. The performance on this one is a little above average for me personally, which is a good thing. I get at least 5 to 5.5 hours of longevity out of this one. Maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours of projection out of this. And that's all I really need out of this. I mean, I couldn't ask for much more. This one ran me, I believe, about, I want to say it was like $45. But being that it was something going on, and I think somebody tried to steal it or something, and the box was damaged, and it had this cut on the front of it, they gave it to me for a little cheaper price. So not a bad fragrance whatsoever. If you don't have this one at the number 8 spot, pick it up. At my number 7 spot, one I just had in another video of mine. Very nice fragrance. I actually have the original to it also, but I'm gonna lean more towards this one for most people because they like this one better. This is Dolce & Gabbana, the 1 EDP. Now the EDT, like I said before, is also still a great fragrance. The performance on this one in particular, the EDP, is a little bit better than the other one. Has a slightly different, better smell to it, but the EDT also can get you through a date night. I've worn it once with a friend of mine some time back, and we were just at her house chilling, watching TV, and she was leaning up against me, or laying up against me, and she kept sniffing me, saying that I smelled so nice. Not with this on, but the EDT. I have yet to wear this one yet, but this also is a very sexy, sensual date night fragrance. If you don't have this one, pick it up. This is at the number 7 spot. The number 6 spot is one that really needs no introduction. When you see the bottle, you'll know what it is. Yeah, Valentino Uomo. Very, very nice fragrance. This is actually the intense version. I just read it on the bottom of the bottle. Very nice date night scent. I actually was not going to put this one on the list, but being that the one I was going to put on there, I haven't tested or worn yet, I'll save it. And it's actually the Fendi Absolute, but I went with this one instead, and which I think is a much better choice. It's very sexy to me. The performance on this one is above average also. I get about 2 hours of projection out of this, if not stretching 2.5. I get about 6 to 6.5, maybe 7 hours of longevity off of my skin or my shirt off of this one. Very good fragrance. I think this one I picked up from TJ Maxx. I'm not sure what the price was on it. This is a 50 ml, I believe. And I think it was around the $40-something mark, because the 100 ml bottle of the Aqua that I have was like $59.99. So this had to be like $39.99 or something like that. But Very good date night fragrance at the number, what's that, 7 spot, 6 spot. Number 5 spot is one I just acquired not too long ago. I did want this one, and now I have it, and it is from the house of Mont Blanc. This is Mont Blanc's Legend Night. Very sexy, very seductive type fragrance. The performance on this one is not bad. Maybe 5.5, 6 hours pushing, with about 2 hours projection out of it, maybe an hour and a half. Not too bad. Perfect for a date night. The smell on this thing is incredible. Mont Blanc really do make some damn good fragrances, man. Boozy. Very nice. I can't say enough about this one. Mont Blanc Legend Night. So at the number 4 spot, man, these top 4 are getting kind of crazy. I'm going to go with this guy. This was in my last video also, and this one is from the house of YSL. This is La Nuit de l'Homme. Again, this has to be on the list because this is one of the most perfect date night fragrances. Yes, the performance on this one is not that great either. You're going to get maybe an hour, hour and a half projection out of it. You may push about 5 hours of longevity out of it. Possibly a little more depending. But it's still a great date night scent. All you need is really 4, maybe 5 hours of longevity out of it just to get you through date night. Like I said, dinner and a movie, and it's back to the crib. La Nuit de l'Homme, number 4. My number 5 spot, one that gets talked about a lot, and so does its counterpart. A lot more people tend to lean more towards this particular fragrance. I happen to like this one also. This one, I believe, was gifted to me. If not, I traded for it. Either way it goes. It's from the house of Carolina Herrera. This is CH Men Privé. Nice bottle, flask type. Nice gold or gold-plated type cap. Well, the hinge for the cap, atomizer, has the gold plating for CH on the front. Very nice fragrance. Man, if you don't get any poontang pie, as The Rock used to say, off of this guy, something is wrong. This is a great cuddle type fragrance. Get close to that special someone, and it's Mr. Nasty Time. Trust me. I like this one. This is great. This one is probably going to be a little bit pricey. I didn't pay for this, like I said. You may be able to find it for a decent price, but when I was looking for it, it was hard to find, especially the original CH Men, but I'm pretty sure you can find it Amazon, in which I do not really deal with Amazon that much. I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to dealing with people like that, but it is what it is. So at the number 3 spot, CH Men Privé. Number 2 spot is one I wore once, I believe, last fall and winter. Actually, no. Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. Last winter. But anyway, not a bad fragrance whatsoever. This one gets me at least 2 to 2.5 hours of good projection out of it. About 6, 7, 7.5 maybe hours, pushing 8 of longevity. That's just my personal thing because I've worn this for myself, so I should know. I can't speak for somebody who wore any of these fragrances and they come back in the comment section and say, well, I don't get that kind of performance out of mine. Well, you got to take into consideration chemical, body chemistry and all that kind of stuff. But for me, that's what I lean more towards getting out of it. It is Armani Code's Profumo. Damn good fragrance. I actually found this one before I ended up with this one at TJ Maxx. They had a smaller bottle of this, but it was expensive. That small bottle was like 50, 60 bucks, and I refused to pay it. For this size bottle, which is the 60 ml, I think this ran like 80 something, $90. So yeah, but it's a damn good date night fragrance also. Perfect for cool or cold weather. At the number 2 spot. So you're probably wondering, what's my number 1? The person who traded me for this one did not really care for it. They said they didn't really see themselves wearing it much. And when I saw what it was he was talking about, I jumped all over it. And it is from the house of Dior. This is Dior Homme Intense at my number 1 spot. Great date night fragrance. I had to put this on the list even though I did not wear this yet. It's not been cold enough, and I just got this maybe a month or so ago. About a month ago. The first time I smelled it, I fell in love with it. And it's in the same category as all of these other fragrances that I just listed. 10 through 2. That same kind of sexy, they powdery, boozy, tobacco-y, whatever kind of, masculine, manly type smells that women love, that cuts through cold weather or cool weather like a hot knife through butter. This is at the number 1 spot. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there know about Dior fragrances. They are very good and also very pricey. And when I got this for what I got it for, which was just a trade, I gave away 60 bottles of mostly cheapy fragrances, and I got back, which some people may say it was a dumb trade for me because I gave away so much. But I got back about 5, maybe 6 fragrances, and one of them was this. I think, it is what it is. I think I got a pretty decent deal out of this. I'm not complaining. Matt got some of what he wanted out of it, and the rest of it he's just trading off or giving away to people as gifts, which is a great thing to do. And I came away with a winner also. And that's my list, guys. So let me know what you think in the comment section. If you think I should have put something else in there, in which I may not have some of the same fragrances that you guys have, but I still want to know your opinions. If you like the list, hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't like the list, hit the thumbs down button. There's no reason why there should be 300 views on a video and only 2 or 3 thumbs up or thumbs downs. You guys got to start hitting them thumbs up and thumbs downs buttons. It lets YouTube know what kind of job we're doing, whether we're doing a piss poor job or whether we're doing an excellent job on these videos. Make sure you hit those buttons, guys. If you're not subscribers, please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell for notifications. Please make sure you hit the all button so you get all content that comes from me when I upload. I am out of here. This has been your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense. Here is smelling great, I should say. I'm out. Peace.